Welcome back everybody to the helicopter tutorials, the third in which I hope is the best dogfighting. Let's get right to it. Let's face it, we all feel good swooping down to destroy a tank, or a APC, or hovering while our co-pilot annihilates a spawn point. But when we see another helicopter coming, our hearts race and our thoughts turn towards those dreaded 4 words, "You were killed by." I used to think, oh shit, not again. I used to lose these battles all the time, 1 versus 1 in a helicopter. Now when facing another helicopter, I get the I'm gonna kick some ass attitude, as I destroy at least 90% of the helicopters who I face 1 versus 1. It's my goal to impart to you some of the wisdom I've gained going from 10% to 90% success rate in this endeavor. Before the lesson, I'd like to take some time to address some of the comments left on the BF2S site. Number 1, I agree with Arios. Communication between the pilot and co-pilot is crucial in high-scoring rounds, and therefore a mic, though not 100% necessary, is highly recommended. Number 2, I will try with this tutorial to speak more of the technicalities of flying, such as acceleration, deceleration, steer, pitch, and roll, as SLL and others have requested. And thanks for the compliment that the videos are too short. I appreciate it. Number 3, while I openly accept a critical and constructive point of view, I do not appreciate negative comments. If these videos are below your skill level, I do not need to know about it, and you shouldn't waste your time watching the videos. If you have something to prove, email me and prove it. Number 4, I will not address the mouse joystick issue any more than I already have. Joystick or mouse, mouse or joystick. Personally, I use a mouse. I use the cockpit view for realism. You guys, I know that there are other views. Number 5, I will not establish rules like no capturing flags, etc. I often capture flags like the beach in Wake Island, or a flag that is well supported with ground troops or clear by a UAV, or an essential flag such as a US television station on Sharkey. As you guys advance in your skills, you determine whether or not you think it is appropriate. I do it because capturing flags helps my team, and I'm a team player. Number 6, for those of you that wanted a longer video, I hope you enjoy this one. Number 7, I'm not the best, never said I was, I'm simply trying to help those that need it. Number 8, this is to Kevin, who wrote, "Dude, your videos are sweet. I avoided helis as much as possible, but now I fight over them. You're a hero to me. Thanks, buddy." You're welcome, Kevin. That's exactly why I'm doing these videos. Now to the lesson proper. I thought it fitting to start with how many hit points each helicopter takes. Now, to my surprise, but not unexpected, each one of the helicopter's pilot's missiles take 4 to 5 hit points, no matter which craft it is. Now, you have 20 hit points in your helicopter, so roughly 5 missiles, 5 direct hit missiles will kill any of the helicopters. Now, again, to my surprise, whether front view or side view, whether hitting the cockpit or the side of the helicopter, 4 to 5 hits is necessary. Now, that is different than what I usually heard. I usually heard that hitting the side of the helicopter was the most vulnerable place, but that doesn't seem to be the case with the helicopters. There are 3 main keys to winning in a dogfight. They're the 3 E's: illusion, elevation, and expulsion. We'll talk about each one of them in length as we go on through the lessons. But mainly what I want you guys to do is watch the footage. Watch how the others fight me and watch how I fight. And I really think that if you can just kind of grasp the concept of what we're trying to do when we fight each other, you will become better just by watching. So please remember the 3 E's when you're watching these videos. Let's start out with illusion. The majority of the time I win is not necessarily because I'm a better pilot. It's because I lose the other pilot, or the other pilot tries to run. FYI, do not try to run. The other person will most likely take you out. If you can get in a position to where you are chasing your enemy, you will win 99% of the time. You'll notice this is the case in most of my footage. Now, illusion has twofold purpose. Now, in this case, on Sharkey map, I go all the way over to the right side of the map, or the east side of the map, so that he cannot see me. Most of the people, they jump right off their pad and they come to the mech helipad. Another way to elude is to constantly move whenever they're faced at you. Move back and forth. Don't stay in one spot. It makes you harder to hit with the TV guided. Now next, you can see that I'm elevating here. He's getting elevation, and so I have to get elevation. I can't allow him to swoop down, hit me with all his missiles, and then be behind me. That was a bad combination. So as they gain elevation, you try to gain elevation as well. Next is expulsion. Unload your entire missile rounds of 8. Blow your whole wad, if you will. If you can't take them out in the 32 missiles you have, you're probably going down anyways. Shoot them all at once. It corrects for server lag, user lag, and increases the probability of your shots hitting. Again, when you're watching the footage, think about the 3 E's. I'm going to try illusion, elevation, and expulsion. See, I tried eluding by going under and around him, and then I elevate immediately afterwards, because I know if he gets elevation, that's bad news for me. Then I shoot them all off. I expel all of the 8 rounds. And then I go on to illusion, going back and forth. Now what he does here right here is he pulls up and shows me his whole undercarriage. Bad news. Do not do that. That's not a good way to elude. Okay, now more in a practical setting with a co-pilot versus another player. Now you'll notice that the majority of this time I'm just trying to keep my co-pilot so he can continually shoot off TV guided missiles and continually shooting his gun off. That's the key to this, because your co-pilot can take them out